the orphan train, it may have come in
Yes,
on the Union Pacific Railroad. Is that right?
correct.
Okay, tell me about it.
The orphan train came to Nebraska and all over the United States, into Canada, into Mexico. And it came from 1854 to 1929. I'm Lois. I was one of the lucky ones. I first came to Nebraska, destination Omaha, Nebraska. It was 1923. My dad died of influenza. My mom was left with 4 kids. I was 6 years old at the time. I had a 3-year-old sister, Merle. I had a 9-year-old sister, Irene. Irene went to foster home to foster home to foster home. She always said she'd never really had a home until she was married. I thought I had it made. I thought that our house that we were placed in was a lot like the house we were in before, because I had a new 19-year-old sister. But you know what? 6 months into that placement, my new foster dad said somebody had to go. And you know who that was?
You.
Me. But people said I had a positive attitude, and they put me back on that train. They felt my muscles. They felt my hair to see if lice was in it. They felt my back, but worst of all, they felt my teeth. It was just like I was cattle in a lineup. And they put me with a wonderful mom. Her name was Erna. And this was the black dress that I wore the day that I was taken to Blair, Nebraska. When I was taken to Blair, Nebraska, I considered myself one of the lucky ones. Why did I consider myself one of the lucky ones? It was because Erna wasn't ever able to have kids. She said that that was the best day of her life. The day she took me in, she treated me as her own. Her husband was with the Postal Service, and that day was the best day of my life because I got a second chance at life. At that time, I focused on the positive, and at that time, I decided I wouldn't have a pity party for myself. Instead, I thought about Christmas, and that day they gave me a little China head doll and a doll buggy. You know, they raised pigs on their little farm. It was an acreage something like this. And you never knew what was going to be in that doll buggy. Sometimes it was my China head doll, but most times it was a little pig.
Thanks, Charlotte.